Welcome to Gone Diggin'. Since it's a rainy day in Central Virginia and it's chilly and we can't be digging, I figure I'd show you some of the equipment that we use. Over the next few videos, what I will do is show you how I set up each metal detector that I use. I will go in a little more in depth over why I use each metal detector, how we use them, and what we're looking for when we use them. Obviously we're looking for metal objects, but some are at different depths, different densities of iron, things like that. So we'll go over all those things. But I also wanted to show you guys all the tools, what I like to use. Now, I didn't get all this equipment overnight. Some people are going to watch this video and go, holy crap, that's a fair amount of money there. This is what I like to do. This is the enjoyment that I find for my hobbies that I like, and this is it. So this didn't happen overnight, so just be aware of that. Over the years I've upgraded from different metal detectors to different shovels, different pinpointers, all those certain things, and now I feel like I've got pretty much the best of everything available in the market. Alright, so what we'll start with first is the metal detectors. These are the metal detectors I use, and they serve pretty much all the purposes for any type of relic hunting I could ever want to do. So I have a CTX 3030, I have an XP Deus, and I have a Minelab GPX 4500. You'll notice that each of these machines have multiple coils. I also believe that there's not a single coil for every sort of hunting condition, especially for the type of relic hunting I do. I use the CTX for a lot of fields. It's waterproof to 10 foot, so you'll see it on the beach with me. It's great on the beach, and you'll see it in every stream and every river that I go and metal detect in. I use the XP Deus. I have the high frequency coil down there, which is just released. You guys will see some of my review videos and things like that on the Deus. I use the XP Deus almost solely for hunting house sites and places laden with iron. I'm talking buckets and buckets of nails throughout the site. I use the GPX, the Minelab GPX 4500 for hot ground, excuse me, for hot ground in Culpeper County, Virginia. And I also use it in winter camps and extended camp places throughout Central Virginia with good ground. This thing is a beast on depth. You can see it has an 18-inch commander coil double D, and I also have the 11-inch coil. The 11-inch coil with all that nice Culpeper red clay is fairly dirty and needs to be cleaned up. So once you have a good metal detector, you need a good shovel. I have a bunch of different shovels back here. These are just $14 Home Depot or Lowe's shovels. They work great for really sandy fields and for privy digging. I like the short D handle for getting in holes, especially when you're in privy. You don't have a lot of room to work with. Long, just normal, cheap shovel. I think that one costs 10 bucks at Home Depot or a bargain store. I like to buy these cheap ones because I'm hard on shovels and I break them. So if I break a shovel like that, it's not out of a lot. The next shovel you see over here is a George Lesh. It's called a Richmond style Predator shovel, and to the left is his model of the Raven. George Lesh makes the finest tool quality steel shovels you can buy. They're a little heavier, but if you're hunting in the woods, or like that right handle shovel for digging through bottle dumps, pulling material to you, they work great. You see a lot of the old time Richmond relic hunters hunt with that right angle shovel. Beside that, we'll move over into sand scoops. You can buy some really great scoops offline. This scoop on the right was made from the Ukraine. I bought it from a guy in Florida. And the one on the left is a Stealth 920i sand scoop. Both of these scoops are handled in Sunspots carbon fiber handle. They're a fantastic handle, lightweight, and they take about 1.5 pounds off of wooden handles. Like I said, I upgraded it through the years. This is the first sand scoop I bought. It's just a cheap aluminum one. It still cost me about $100, but as you can tell, it did well. It found me jewelry on the beach, and it's still around in good shape. Some of the other kind of more personal preference items. I hunt with a backpack. A lot of guys hunt with a fanny pack or some sort of hip pack. I like a backpack. I carried this North Face bag for years. It's got dirt from everywhere on it. George Lesh hand tool, hand digging shovel. It's the best one on the market. Everybody else copies them, and there's a reason for that. And then up front, I have a Garrett. They call this the AT or all-terrain pro pointer, waterproof to 10 feet. Fantastic, and I actually have 2 or 3 of these. Many of my tools I actually have multiple pieces, so if I have friends that go with me and they forget a shovel or we break something, we don't have to go home, we can keep going. Some of the other personal preference things I've put together is I like using muck boots. They're a great boot, they're waterproof. Aside from some sort of really nasty snake, I think they would even chew a snake away pretty easy. In the back here, I have a sprung T-handle probe that's used for looking for privies. I actually made that one myself from parts from a junkyard. And then I have a privy bucket that I've built. Hard hat with a cheap Energizer flashlight, a rock hammer, a bunch of different compartments for storing tools, hand rakes, gloves, protect your hands, and then I have rope and large carabiners for pulling buckets out of holes. And I also have a tripod that I made for pulling buckets out of either wells or privies, depending on the depth. So this is just a quick overview of the equipment that I use. You'll see a lot of the guys that I relic hunt with are in the Gone Digging video series that hunt with a lot of the same kind of equipment. A few guys who hunt with different stuff. So if you guys have any questions about my equipment, please send me a comment, give me a like and subscribe. Look out for my next couple videos where I'll be going over each metal detector individually. As always, thanks for watching Gone Digging.